Finally, guys, I took a trade, and guess what? Straight to SL. And who would have thought that me coming back my first trade, I'm taking a trade on Friday, which is really really bad. Like because Friday price action is always very very tricky. So before we dive into this section, let's look at the news event from last week. Yeah, for this week because today is still Saturday. Yeah. Overall, I think the overall outlook for last week, I think was negative to dollar because we have a negative PPI, core PPI, say it was 0.0%, right? Because actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. Of course, this is less negative, right? And CPI was negative. No, I think the CPI was positive. This was positive. So CPI was positive, right? So the forecast was 0.4 and the actual was 0.4, so it was positive. So I think that's the reason why maybe the DXY was consolidating because we had three negative here and two positive here. And core retail was I think was positive because the previous was 0.2, although the forecast was 0.5%. I think when it came out was 0.4, and retail sales was 0.4. Yeah, though it was it was revised. So the previous was 0.8, and when it came out it was 0.4. So that was bad. So that was a negative for dollar. And unemployment claim 217 was negative for dollar. So that's it for. So I think overall we had a negative impact on dollar. So now let's look at the charts. This is the fundamental analysis, right? Now let's look at technical analysis. Let's see how well was it, like the impact on the chart you get. So now let's look at, first of all, look at DXY because we have a negative. That means obviously we're expecting a dollar to be selling and goods and the rest currency to be buying. Now let's look at the weekly time frame. Obviously we're still on the weekly time frame. The weekly, if you ever look at, yeah, and you closed with a bearish candle. That's something, right? Now let's look at the daily. The daily, we are like multiple moment, multiple bearish candle. Then on Friday, we closed above this candle. So I'm not too certain about the the buy. I don't know because we had like three core highs, and this was just a liquidity rate. Who knows that maybe price might just like start selling from next week because I've seen like a liquidity rate on like buy side liquidity was taken here, three core highs was taken here. So yeah, so let's see if price is going to react on this bearish order block. So that's it for DXY. I just feel like I'm expecting a sell. Obviously, why? Because of the news that came out. Because I didn't see any impact here. There was no, like, I didn't see a massive dump, but I can see those stuff on DX, NAS100 and BTC. Gold was just skeptical. That's why I hit the stop loss. So I don't want to talk about that one though. So now let's go. Yeah, the DX. I'm not seeing any clear picture, so I don't want to um, give wrong bias. Let's just keep our fingers crossed since we're still on the weekly favor lookup and price is just consolidating. So obviously I want to see a clean change of character. This is just a what is it, drawn liquidity. If I want to see a change of character, this should be this low. So if I could tell that okay, this is now a change of character. Do you get? Else we might just continue to buy because the fair value gap was stopped, and maybe price might just still continue to buy to the upside. So yeah, and for gold, you can see hit a stop loss, and I lost here. I think I took my buys here, and my stop loss was here, right? And I call like few pips. I think it was center of this candle here. Call like few pips that I hit at the stop loss. So That's it. So on to the next. We move from next week. We move on to the next. So I don't want to start this year thinking that okay, I'm not good, blah blah blah. The market will do its thing, or the market will do its thing. You get, so don't beat yourself saying that you're not good. Sometimes it might just be the price action being shitty. And I said earlier that this January is always very the price action for January is always very tricky. So, and I even traded on Friday, which was the worst. But nevertheless, I still took the trade, and I just applied proper risk management, and that's it. So I was fine, and I'm okay. So yeah, and I'm currently price reacting on this demand zone, though we've taken out this low, but price never closed below this low. So this is still valid and still very much valid. Right, this demand zone is still very much valid because we never closed below the low. So yeah, and SS demand zone liquidity inducement taking, then continue to the buy side. Remember, the news was positive to negative to dollar. That means it was positive to the gold and the rest. And I didn't see much momentum, although price did like a push up from here. Because let's look at this. This was the Friday. Let's look at price started on Monday. Here you can see. Look at how many pips. Over 600. And see 649 point something. So that's like, so that's good now. We call like 600 pips from last week. That's something. So at least there was a push to the upside, except from on Friday, which I took that to. You can see, you can imagine. And I was expecting price to come to this zone before buying. But nevertheless, you never can tell. And sure, I don't want to beat myself. And let's look at my guy, NAS100. Yo, so this was the setup that I was looking at because I was backtesting this guy. So I caught this on Thursday. You can see it was Thursday evening. Then on Friday, see how price took this guy, and you see I set an alert here because I was expecting price to come into this zone. Do you understand? So yeah, though I didn't take this trade. It was just to go that I took the trade. So yeah. So that means I'm safe. Like this one, give me like few pips. Same thing on gold. Give me few pips and straight to SL. So yeah. So that's the whole price action for last week. BTC was just buying, and I saw this buy here, and it was the same time that I saw on gold too. I think it was yeah on Friday I saw this buy here. I didn't take the buy. I wish I knew of taking this BTC, but as I get them before no be property. So it has happened. I cannot beat myself now. See, BTC just gave a straight buy to the upside. Now I think we're just doing a retracement. But gold straight to myself. So yeah. Now let's look at the what are my buyers for next week. Now currently, what am I looking at? Let's look at the higher time frame to see a clearer buyers. Now let's look at this. You can see that this is giving me a clear bullish momentum, right? A clear bullish engulfing candle forming. So what I'll just look is I need tomorrow is Sunday now, so I need 1 day, 8 hours minute. So for Sunday to just close bearish and bullish, I mean, then maybe on Monday I may just expect it any retracement into the zone, then continue to the upside. I still feel like price is still very bullish on BTC, right? And I need price to take out this guy to create a new all-time high from next week. Yeah, that's it for BTC to break on this consolidation, above this consolidation. Yeah. So that's it for BTC. Still bullish on BTC. That's 100. Same thing I'm seeing on NAS 100. Still very bullish. You can see the same pattern of candle forming, right? Same thing again. I'll just put my this thing here. You Okay, I even have a line there already. So I want price to come on this zone, then to the upside for NAS100. Yeah. And what's it for gold? Let's look at the weekly time frame. Hi, this guy. Same thing. I make okay. Price has price closed already with a bullish candle, right? So though it's an indecision candle, but I still feel like price is still coming from the for this drawn liquidity, right? Because I don't understand the kind of manipulation gold normally like to do. It's always very crazy. Now I can see how price just like came closer to this zone and started retracing. Who knows? Maybe next week I'm just expecting a um a buy to take out this high, right?